Let's go on to the green brain people. Their strengths and their perspective. They're logical, intelligent, and they're composed. They are absolutely wonderful in an emergency because they're calm. They're very calm. They're very composed. Some people think they're a little aloof because they're so composed, like they really don't care. But we really need them to be composed in certain situations. Okay, here's their percentage. Only 10 to 15% of the adult population is green. So there aren't as many as the blue and the yellow. Certain careers, that changes. If you were all a group of techies, that would be very different. Okay, parietal lobe. Top computer chip in your brain, if you notice on the picture, in the logo. It's the top of your brain. In fact, that's where Senator Kennedy had his cancer, in the parietal lobe of his brain. That's your computer chip. That's where everything processes in your brain. So if you're a green brain, it's going on the top of your head. Punctuation mark. It's a comma. Green people need to pause. They need to think. If you are going into your CEO to talk about healthcare in your hospital, and you give him some great ideas like we did in the leadership program yesterday, it was so exciting, we thought of all these great marketing ideas. But if the person's green, you have to offer all the details, all the information to them, and then give them time to pause and think about what they're going to do. Don't ask them for an answer right away. You need to say, you know what, let's make a plan to come back and we'll talk about this next week on Tuesday. Give them time to pause and think and process all their ideas because they need to think about change. They have to gather all the facts. Consumer Report. You don't know what to get a green person? Get them a subscription to Consumer Reports. Favorite magazine. Has all the information. They love the web because they can gather all the information right on the web. But you have to give them time to process. You have to give them time to think about it. They're technical consultants that offer knowledge. And that's who you go to. They're the go-to people when you want a question answered, and one of the things is they're smart, and they'll tell you that they're smart. And that's wonderful, because they know their attributes and abilities. Aren't you, Denise? She's green. And she's a great editor. Couldn't have done this program without her. We said that yesterday. Thank you, Denise, for your green editing. So those are some attributes and abilities about the green people. However, some people feel that they are too factual and sometimes intimidating. They make people a little uncomfortable because they don't always communicate. They're processing. They're not the talkers. They're the thinkers. Doesn't mean they don't care. In fact, they really are deeper and more sensitive than the blue people who wear their hearts on their sleeves. So you need to think about that when you're working with a green person. Self-caring priority is independence and privacy. They need to have their privacy. They have that do not disturb sign on their door. Sometimes they just sort of have it on their personality to know, oh, this is not a good time to talk to Joe. I think I'll wait, because they'll give you that body language. You know, you've been in the room with them and you get that big chill and you don't know what it is. It doesn't mean they're upset with you. They're processing. They're thinking. Oh, they might be upset with you, but usually it says because they're processing. Okay? Okay. You all know what he says? Not easy being green. So remember that about the green people. They're the most misunderstood of all the colors.